Awesome. That's okay. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. And thank you for being here on this masterclass. Um, so, um, yeah, if you are here, amazing. Also, how it's gonna go down is I'm going to share a little bit about myself, and then going into mantra and song and the power of that to sharing a little vocal exercise, and then we'll go into playing one song and teaching you on the guitar, and then I'll share a little bit about my course. So if that is cool with you, drop maybe like a 1 in the chat if you want, or cool in the chat. Yeah, so that's how it's gonna go down. And yeah, cool. So if actually, before we do that, I really want to drop in. Let me turn this off. I really want us to drop like in. And so I'm going to do this like vocal activation with you all that I learned from this person named Karen Jones. So if we can, just so that we can like settle in the energy. Yeah, I'm going to start with that. So if we want to just like come to our breath, if we can close our eyes and just be with that, take a couple of breaths. You can put your hand on your heart, one hand on your left hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just take a few deep breaths from the belly all the way up, and then holding and releasing. We'll do that 3 times. All right, we're gonna do it now this time. Doesn't matter how you sound, it's gonna sound great. I want to inhale through your nose and out with a song. So just sing out loud. And we're gonna do it again. In your nose, out your mouth with a song. In your nose, out your mouth with a song. In your nose, out your mouth with a and just sit with that vibration. Just be with it. Be with the energy we just created together. Awesome. Thank you. Cool. So that was fun. We gotta make sure, yeah. So that just helps like tune in the frequency of like the energetic space and like grounding it, and also to like we're all in to ground the space and be in the same frequency. So cool. Now that we are grounded, I'll get started. I'll share a little bit about where I'm coming from. So I'm Gati. So I've been a photographer for the last 10 years, shooting weddings. And then 5 years ago, I had this like massive spiritual awakening. I went to Spain. I was in a marriage and in a relationship the last for 7 years. And then I went to Spain and had like this really intentional time with myself for the first time in my life. And I was all by myself and just sat with myself in meditation. And I did my first sound bath, and there was like a tea ceremony there, a sound bath. I had no idea what singing bowls were. I had no idea what sound therapy was, but I was just like really loved it. And so after my experience of like going through divorce, I wanted to learn how to meditate and do yoga and all the things. So I sold like all of my stuff. I got rid of everything except my cameras and like this small bag and like a backpack. And I went to Mexico. I did like a silent meditation. I did yoga, like a yoga teacher training, and then I picked up the guitar. I like this small guitar I found at the store. It was, it was pretty low quality, right? But it was just fun. And yeah, from there I traveled for about a year and a half, but mainly living in Oaxaca, Mexico, in Mazunte, and then traveled to Lake Atitlan, Guatemala. So I was learning chords on the guitar and practicing them, and in the buses, and I went to a lot of like singing circles and in these spaces, and just learning the songs, singing with these people, with these groups of people. And then I also like went to Peru and sat with ayahuasca and plant medicine journeys, and really tapped into like how powerful music is to be able to hold space for other people, and playing music and holding space for others. And so I got to receive that, which was really powerful to experience. And then through that, I learned a bunch of songs. Yeah, I fell in love with these mantras and ceremonies. And yeah, 5 years later, still playing these songs and like leading, like having circles, and also like facilitating and also wanting to inspire other people to do the same thing. So yeah, so that's been my journey. And yeah, so that's kind of like what I wanted to get started with sharing. And yeah, so the first thing I want to tap into before we get into the like before we get into the guitar lesson, I really want to just talk a little bit about like how powerful our voice is and how sacred it is just by sharing these gifts of like of your vocal channel, and how transformative it is by just sharing your voice through song, through speaking your truth, and just the power we have to transform our lives and other people's lives just by sharing. And then through the power of the voice and the channel, how powerful that is as well. So yeah, I think, I came from a background that like I wasn't allowed to share my voice. It was just totally like not okay in my childhood. And I've had to retrain myself to continue to like share my voice more and more through healing of mantra, song circle, and just practicing that over and over. And so, yeah, I think it's definitely, it's an ongoing experience. Yeah. And so, yeah. And so, yes, your voice is meant to be shared. And yeah, if you're just so like ground rules, if you are facilitating for the first time, you're more than welcome. Like if you've never facilitated like this type of holding space for others, like you're more than welcome to join. Like this is a space for everyone that doesn't know how to facilitate. It's totally fine. And if you have facilitated, awesome. And as well as like if you haven't really played the guitar and you're just now getting into it, you're also welcome here. And if you have experience, I'm sure you'll learn something as well. So yeah, but this is like for specifically, especially for beginners. So yeah, how does that sound? Just want to see. Yeah. All right, cool. Yay, cool. Okay, so as we are learning too, it's really important to be easy with ourselves and know and like have compassion for ourselves to experience. If it's not, things aren't resonating, things take time. And yeah, I kind of shared that like, you know, it's like by sharing this medicine music, I shared about this with a voice, but also by sharing this medicine music, you're also changing the frequency of the planet and other people's lives just by sharing this type of medicine music. Yeah. And so, yeah. So let me see. Okay. So now we're going to talk a little bit about Song Circle and how just I'm going to go into a little bit about how the beginning of it and mantra and things like this. So song circles have existed for in all religions and nationalities and countries. So they would gather, sing, and pray to devotional singing, and so that everyone is a part of this experience, and there's no separation between the person that's singing and the whole group of people that is part of the circle. So there's no like, you know, usually a lot of times there's no like we're all on the same level. There's not usually like a stage. Sometimes there are, but like most times it's like, okay, we're all like, there's just, you're sitting with everyone else and singing together. So yeah, in today's song circles are from Jewish culture, Indian songs like mantras, rainbow songs, the Yawanala tribe from Brazil, contemporary medicine songs, and these mantras and medicine songs heal collectively and raising the vibration and opening up the throat chakra. So everyone's simultaneously experiencing this together, and it's like a really powerful experience. And so it's the practice of repeating phrases that energetically lift up the mind, spirit, and body. And so mantras allow the energy to flow more freely through our bodies. This is mantra specifically, but a lot of song circle songs as well, like in medicine songs as well. The repetition allows the mind body to relax in a deep way. So when speaking different mantras, the tongue pushes the top of certain points along the roof of the mouth, sending signals to the different parts, and it regulates the chemical activity from the brain to the body. So like it's this connection. So, and that's what you're experiencing a lot when sharing like with these mantras. So yeah, in a lot of these songs, some songs are in ayahuasca ceremonies, like I was sharing earlier, you know, especially in those type of ceremonies, like plant ceremony journeys, it's so, you know, it can feel dark. And so it's so important that you to hold that space with the music. Yeah. And so, and also whenever you're sharing a song, it's really important. It's actually just to do like have respect for the people that have either created the song or shared it, it's really important to like share like the source, where it's coming from, and who it is from. So the song that we're gonna play today is the Ho'oponopono song. It's this Hawaiian. Okay, so maybe you have some, it. Someone knows it here, so which is great. You know it. Okay, so it's so fascinating. This song that was by. So there's a couple stories around it, but one story that I found really interesting is this Hawaiian doctor named Hugh Len. It's Hew Len. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but he healed an entire ward of mentally ill criminals in Hawaii in the 1980s. And it was so chaotic, and that even the staff was leaving, like after joining, because it was really intense. But Dr. Len brought, he would go into the files of the records of the history of these like criminals and these people that were in the hospital, and would work on himself by practicing the Ho'oponopono song, and he would work on the emotions that would rise within him when he would read the files. And so slowly over time, the situation started changing, becoming a lot more peaceful in the mental ward. And the staff eventually started coming back. It was less chaotic, and patients were taking off medications and were healed. And, 4 years later, the ward was like closed. So I thought that was so interesting, and just how powerful it is, this song, to have a state of healing just within yourself. And so that saying of like, when you heal yourself, you heal the world, is really powerful. So yeah, so to go into that, the first step is taking full responsibility that of the Ho'oponopono, everything, you're taking full responsibility that's happening in your lives, for the situations that you have nothing to do with, and not blaming our circumstances on other people who might be in that, but accepting that, like, what is working well in our life, for seeking forgiveness to clear the energies that are in negative situations and express our love and gratitude. So this is the practice of the Ho'oponopono, and yeah, so I'm gonna share it here, and then we'll practice. I'll play it, and then we'll practice the chords. Hold on, let me just pull it up. Is it this one? Yeah. All right. Whoopsies. Hold on. All right, so perfect. I'm just trying to make sure that we can see. Y'all can see it, right? Okay, perfect. All right, so we're just gonna go over actually, I'm gonna play it first, and then we'll go over the chords and like hand placements and just tips on that, and then the chords. So we'll go over that. Okay. And also make sure, if you wanted to, well, I won't notice, but if your guitar isn't tuned, you can do that as well. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay. So I would love for us to just go over this. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So just some, I love this song. It's so beautiful. It's just such a great reflection on yourself. So such a great, powerful meditation. So before we get started, some tips if you're struggling with the fingers placements and getting good tone on the guitar. The first thing I would say is make sure that you are using the tips of your fingers on the guitar. Make sure that, hold on just a second. There we go. You're using the tips of your fingers on the guitar. Don't flatten it out on your fingers, because then you'll start to hit the other strings, and then that's not fun. So we'll use the tips. Another tip that I would recommend is placing. So we have, these are the frets, right? I would place the fret finger as close as you can to the fret, but still on that fret. So instead of placing your finger like here on the first fret, I would place it all the way up close as you can to the actual, like the fret. So that really helps with tone as well, especially when, we'll play like C. When we play far away, it doesn't sound as good as when we play closer to the fret. Okay. And then if you're like really still trying to figure it out, or like new, putting the thumb, we can put it flat on the back, right? We don't want to put our thumb up here, right? We want to keep our thumb on the back of the guitar and just on the center. Okay. And then the other thing I'll share is we're going to like place our hand like we're holding an egg. We're gonna hold an egg with our left hand, and we don't have to. The more we play on the guitar, if it's really stressful on the hand, and if you're really stressed, try to loosen the grip on the hand. Try to loosen it and not feel so tight. Like you don't have to push as hard as you are pushing if you feel like it's really stressing on the hand. So those are some tips. So we'll go ahead and get started. Here's the chords. So we'll start with A minor. Okay. So we're going to have first finger on the second string, first fret, right? Second finger on the fourth string. Here, I'll zoom in so you can see it better. It's this one right here. Second finger on the fourth string, second fret, and then third finger on the third string, second fret. Okay? Just like this. And it should sound like this. Okay? And then we have C. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to make sure we have everyone here. Yeah. Okay, so we have C. which is first finger on first fret, second string, second finger on the fourth string, second fret, and then third finger on the fifth string, third fret. Should sound like that. Perfect. And if that one's challenging for you, just it's going to take time to practice that one. If it's challenging for you, yeah, to transition from A minor to C, I would practice just without strumming. I would practice just going from A minor with my fingers and I'm looking at it to C and looking at it without strumming, going back to A minor, C, just getting that muscle memory down, right? And then from there, once you feel like, okay, I got that down, I would then practice closing my eyes and then feeling into the A minor and C, A minor and C, okay? This really helps to just get that muscle memory down. And then do the chord, or then play strum. With your eye, you can close your eyes if you want. Then we'll do G, okay? So G, first finger on the second fret, fifth string, second finger on the sixth string, third fret, okay? And then your other two fingers, the third and fourth finger, are on the third fret. Your third finger is on the third fret, second string, and then your pinky finger is on the first string, third fret. Let me back this up so you can see better. Beautiful. So we'll just go back to A minor. Let me drop a yes in the chat if it's making sense. Would love to know if it makes sense to you. Awesome. Perfect. Awesome. Great. So and also something about this song is depending on where you're at vocally, like I tend, it just depends on where you're at with your vocals. You could put a capo on. For this practice, we won't, so that we could all work with the same. It could all sound similar, but you could put a capo on each one to make it sound better. Or yeah, that's something another practice I like to do. Okay, so I'm gonna go really slow with you, and then we'll do it normal. Say, so we'll start here. Now we're gonna do the strumming pattern. It's gonna be like this. I'll say it out loud now. Down, down, up, up, down, up, 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 down, down, 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 up. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. So just, if you can't sing it yet, just practice the chords. And get used to it. Get used to the hand placements. Doing great. I'll sing it. Well, now if you want to sing it with me, awesome. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. Feeling it and taking responsibility for everything, your actions. And asking for forgiveness. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. We're killing it. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So that is one song that you can share for yourself, as well as like doing with yourself. And you can also share that like as a facilitation song, like holding space for others. And I love to encourage people to, when I'm holding space for others, like, all right, let's sing this together, and feeling the vibrations of each word into your body, and just feeling that experience and knowing that everything that is arising, you're transmuting energy and changing energy as you're singing that to yourself, and really understanding that like whatever you're experiencing is like meant to experience, and also transform it. And we have the power to really transform our experience through this song. So I love to share that as well. And depending on where I'm at in the song circle, I love to pick it up a notch. So from going to like the slow, then I'll go a little bit faster. So just to have that, and then coming back down to a slow song. That's a lot of, not every song, especially like in mantra songs, we can pick up the speed as well. So it feels like we have time for one more song. The little surprise, but this is going to be, I'm pretty sure it's the same chord, so that's why. And so that's why I want to share it. So it wouldn't be too much difference of the chords, but I really want to share it because it's another powerful song. Oh, hold on just a second. I'm gonna change it here. Just a second. So, oh. Hold on a second. All right, so we have it here. The song is Wakomaya by the Yawanawa tribe. And also this song is, it translates to happiness. They also call it the hummingbird song. And let me share it with you here. All right. So it is the same chords, but it's just in different order. Okay. So it's going to be G, A minor, C. I'm going to play it for you once, and then it's pretty simple to get it, but I'll play it for you once. Wako mai ai tone pintai ke nakanaro. Saki yo parai tone pintai ke nakanaro. Saki yo parai tone pintai ke pinakanaro. Ahehe ahehe wayo wa wako maya wako maya he. Ahehe ahehe wayo wa wako maya he. Beautiful. So, yeah, this is a really powerful song, and I just recently played it in a song circle, so it was, and people could feel the energy and the community that we all came together and sang together, and it was really powerful. So, yeah, so it's the same chords. I think also learning it is like the vocals is important to like really understand it. And so, it means happiness. So basically, they call it the hummingbird song, but it's a for us to remember like happiness and community. So yeah, this is that they would sing this in the Yellowknot tribe. So yeah. So we're gonna go through the chords once, and then I'll add the vocals so that you can really gather it together, and then if you feel confident in singing it with me, awesome. So we're just gonna play the chords first. Sorry. I said I would do just the chords this time, and then I'll sing it. So I'll do that. All right, I'll sing it now so you get it, the hang of it. Wako mai tone pintai ke kanaro. Wako mai tone pintai ke kanaro. To saki yo parai tone pintai ke kanaro. To saki yo parai tone pintai ke kanaro. Ahehe ahehe wayo wa wako maya wako maya he. Ahehe ahehe wayo wa wako maya wako maya he. Wako maya tone pintai ke kanaro. Wako maya tone pintai ke kanaro. To saki yo parai tone pintai ke kanaro. To saki yo parai tone pintai ke kanaro. Ahehe ahehe wayo wa wako maya wako maya he. Ahehe ahehe wayo wa wako maya wako wakomaya, 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 done pintai ke kanaro. Wakomaya, done pintai ke kanaro. Sakiyo parai, done pintai ke kanaro. Sakiyo parai, done pintai ke kanaro. Ahehe, ahehe, wayo wa, wakomaya, 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 he. Ahehe, ahehe, wayo wa, wakomaya, 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 he. Feeling that vibration, the song, and gratitude. Oh. That was beautiful. Let me know what you think in the comments, or drop a comment what you thought. Or some, yeah. So, yeah, that was, yeah. So from the Yawana tribe in Brazil, yeah, that's where it's from. So they, I looked up some notes, I tried to find more of like the meaning, but all I could find more is like of happiness. It means happiness. So when I did my research on it, so yeah, and that it was the hummingbird song that they would say it. It was the song of the hummingbird. Yeah, and so that was the other song. Oh, I'm sorry about the hand part. I just saw that. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Cool. Well, I hope that these two songs were really, you're taking them with you. And if you want to like practice and learn them more and more and just take them with you, awesome. And if you're in a space where you're just learning these chords, I would really continue to recommend to really just hold the hold your fingers down on the chords without strumming, and just practice going back and forth like I was saying earlier, and just getting used to it so that you'll transition easier. So that's just like a tip. And practicing 15 minutes a day, practicing those, just like really getting that muscle memory down, so that you can get better and better. So like I always say, 15 minutes a day. Cool. Well, thank you for being part of that. So now I'm going to share a little bit just about like the 7-week course that I'm offering. And basically, let me unshare this. Nylon. Mine are nylon. So hold on, stop presenting. Yeah. It really helps. It's just like a gentler. They are like I find it easier for them to be, especially with like these medicine songs. Like it's just like a nice. I love the tone with it, but it's all a preference. Some people play, steel. So I think it's totally fine to have both. I just enjoy the nylon strings better. Yeah, let me just share my screen though. Oops. Okay, so this is the course that I'm offering. It's called the Empowered Medicine Musician, and this is a 7-week immersion. So it's basically, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, it's basically a 7-week journey that will help you really learn how to facilitate in circles. So we're first going to start with like learning a song, and then all the way up to like practicing multiple songs. If it's one-on-one, so it's one-on-one for each person. Each week we go in and tap into a song that we're going to learn together. I'll teach you, and then you'll also learn the power of like facilitation. We're gonna have 2 guest speakers, a vocal coach and a person that also facilitates all around the world, leading song circles. So yeah, it's gonna be a 7-week journey, and yeah, so it's gonna be so it's also for people that are just like tapping into learning the guitar as well. So we'll lead you throughout that whole journey from like learning the simple chords and picking a song that's just like best for you. If you're a little bit more advanced, we'll pick a song that's better, like that is for your level, that you can also be challenged by and move forward. And then we'll learn a song, we'll learn how to sing as well, and then like helping you with your voice and like to expand more so that you can do it louder, and then learn how to hold space and facilitate. Yeah, so I'm really stoked about this, and so my offering, it's gonna be pretty intimate, even though like the group calls with the facilitator, or not facilitator, yeah, the facilitator on the song, the vocal coach, that's gonna be in the group. So like those will be in the group, but the rest are gonna be one-on-one. And so we'll spend an hour to an hour and a half each week, like focusing on it. And then, but it's going to be an intimate space of like 7 people. And then, yeah, so we'll start June 18th. And if you like sign up this week, I can knock off $250 if you join. And yeah, so the investment is 1,555 in full, or payments of 518. There's payment plans as well, as the payment plans, and yeah, and so it'll be like really powerful for you to experience. And myself, I'm really excited about this offering, and it's something that is so, I know, will like transform your musical and vocal journey and guitar journey. So yeah. So if you are interested, just send me a message this week, and you'll get the discount this week. And just, yes, shoot me a DM or a Facebook message, like through Facebook or Instagram, whatever platform you're following me on. And yeah, yeah. Does anyone have any questions? Let me just close this. Okay. Awesome. I would love to hear if anyone wants to share, like in the chat, like what they're taking away from today. I would love to hear that. Or if you feel called to share, like unmute yourself and share what your experience. Like I want to hear like what you're taking away from today, from our class. Anyone want to go? Okay. Well, that's all right. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I need a different guitar. I was gifted one with the steel strings are killing your fingers. Yeah, that's pretty normal for the steel in the beginning, especially getting used to them. Like getting used to pushing on them. Yeah. So either that you can totally be on the journey of just building that, the calluses, or change the guitar. Lyra said, "Thank you for sharing those songs. It was great hearing the story of the Ho'oponopono, and I liked learning a song in a new language." Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for being here. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you all for showing up. Thanks for everyone for the messages. And I appreciate that. So you all have a absolutely beautiful rest of your day, your evening. Thank you so much for the love. And yeah. Oh, yeah. You're so welcome, Liz. Yeah. Liz is very appreciative of your teaching time and energy. Thank you. And yeah, shoot me a message if you're interested. And we will get connected and have a beautiful rest of your day and your evening. Bye, everyone. Bye.